It'll be interesting to watch this Penn State-Iowa matchup here. David Taylor's been talk of the season here, being undefeated. You're talking to the old-timers that they literally love to watch him wrestle. There he goes into an ankle pick and switches off to a double leg. But you know, St. John has wrestled him a few times now. St. John is a pretty intelligent wrestler from Iowa. He you know, had a lot of success as a high schooler as well, junior national champion. Both these wrestlers are freshmen, but I'd have to say that, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what St. John has been able to go ahead and gather. There have been situations where these guys have wrestled before where St. John has had his opportunities, you know, takedown and a ride out, but Taylor always seems to be able to answer with a good series, a good. I think Taylor's just not one of those guys you can try to hold a lead on here, because he'll pick your ankle and really get you on you pretty hard.
Steve Fittery out to a 2-1 lead on Bryce Sidoris, the midshipman from Navy. No score, Young and Jenkins. Hall and Welch scoreless. Headed into the first period.
And Jason Welch was in on a single leg there. Again, we talked earlier about how wrestling on the edge is really important. You just cannot relax on the edge at this round. There's way too much things that can happen. You almost got to wrestle just like always, like you're in the center of the mat. There's a nice crackdown high crotch attempt there by David Taylor. That's fought off pretty well by St. John. You see how Taylor's going to try to get his head up. He was successful at doing that. Now he's an opportunity to go ahead and improve his position. The referee's got to look at that ankle. He's really hyperextending that ankle and knee. That's not a legal technique right there. The referee's got to wake up. Wake up. You can't. He's doing that through a. That was. You're not supposed to take a body part against its normal range of motion like that, and that's what Taylor was able to do in that situation. I can't blame him for doing that, but that was a potentially dangerous situation. I'm glad to see the referee didn't call back points.
No change under the other three matches. Fittery with a 2-1 lead on Sidoris of Navy. Sidoris, quite a career for the midshipman. Four-time NCAA qualifier. Navy's all-time winningest wrestler. Becomes the sixth midshipman to qualify 4 times for the NCAAs. Joe Baker most recently. We watched him during the early 90s for Navy.
Going back to this Taylor match, this is where he dominated the field right now. He has been in the top position, and when you're a young wrestler can go out there and turn people the way Taylor's been able to do that, that's what's put him a cut above the rest of the field. As far as the young wrestlers in this weight class, he's going to go ahead and take the neutral position, and he jumps right back in on a low shot. He switches off to a single. And he flows from one side to the other. His range is almost 180 degrees when he's wrestling his opponents, and changes up at the situation right there. If he can scoop that bottom leg right there of St. John, he'll have another opportunity. Again, you got to watch the hyperextension of the knee right there. Iowa wrestler showing a lot of flexibility. And that little sequence there, St. John came up a little bit better position. The referee's going to call stalemate. So,
a couple of matches going into the second period, 4-1.
And Fittery's been, I think he's been one of the more dominant wrestlers in the country this year. Let's say, for instance, that those two wrestlers, Taylor and either one of those, St. John or Taylor or Fittery, were to advance, look like he's in good position to be able to do. He provides kind of a style difference, that short, stocky wrestler, wide through the legs and hips, versus these two other longer, rangier wrestlers here, St. John and Taylor.
Paul Young of Indiana with a 1-0 lead. Second period, the Hoosier taking on Bubba Jenkins from Arizona State. Jenkins has fought injuries throughout his career. Sun Devil back into the NCAAs.
Escape by St. John and St. John and Taylor right back in on the shot. That's what he does so well. Just keeps the pace of the match going, and St. John reacted pretty well to that one. Two exciting freshmen.
There's Jenkins in on the leg. He'll drop down Young to his rear end. Now trying to establish control. Bubba Jenkins looking for his first points of the match. And there it is. He gets the 2. So Bubba Jenkins, Arizona State, with the lead 2-1.
And St. John in on a shot. And you see where he's able to keep his head up, but you see where Taylor is able to go ahead and tie up the ankles right there, and that's a good no call right there. Great sequence of action here on two mats. I don't know how you'd move off of any one of them. One of them really good. David Taylor doing a great job of scrambling there against St. John. See if he's able to go ahead and stay in the top position. St. John trying to keep the pace of this match high. And look what we see here. You know, #1 seed.
Jenkins into a stand-up. Young reaches around Jenkins' left leg. Now Jenkins tries to swoop over, but Young keeps control.
Don't know what the riding time factor is in that match. If it's
right at even now.
Yeah.
So not a factor.
There's a reversal.
Good work by Jenkins on the edge of the mat. Bubba go up top 4-2.
St. John from Iowa able to get an escape. That's pretty significant. That keeps him in that match. Jason Welch from Northwestern kind of hanging in there with the #1 seed. Still 0-0, 40 seconds left in the second period.
Jenkins still holding on to a 2-point advantage. 1:23 to go, third period. But Jenkins, Arizona State. Third period underway, St. John and Taylor.
And St. John is going to try to ride a little bit here, probably to break the riding time. He's trailing by 1 point. He's going to try to go ahead and break the riding time all the way down past a minute. Oh, didn't do that. And then right where he's so deceptive is he gets right when he scores an escape, or he just drops right back in on a low-legged shot, and St. John has not been able to match that type of intensity throughout the match. And as a result, they're burning some clock here. The referee will call stalemate. 4-3 score. Paul Young against Bubba Jenkins.
Adam Hall on the board for Boise. Quick shot, though, by Jason Welch. Hall is able to squirt free. 1-0 Hall of Boise State. Once again, you're watching coverage on ESPN3.com. Sean Kinney alongside former national champion coach and wrestler Jim Gibbons. Giving you all the action from Philadelphia.
Bubba Jenkins has just been warned for stalling over there. Tight match, short time though. St. John walks right into that low single leg shot. Now they're going to go ahead and who's going to win this scramble? The guy who keeps his head up. But Taylor has both legs. Again, this is a great clock burner for him. That was a good sequence.